Hey guys, sorry this video is a bit late. I know the episode I'm going to review came out yesterday, but I had a really crazy day yesterday, so I wasn't able to review it. Although I did watch it with the intention of reviewing it yesterday, I just didn't have time. So, Book of Boba Fett Episode 2. Well, that was a really good episode. I said in my review of last week that I was a bit worried that keeping up with two storylines might be a problem, but sometimes it gets confusing or sometimes one storyline is more interesting than the other, but this episode showed me, I thought, how wrong I was about that. I was very interested in both stories. Only thing was, I thought the balance was a little off, with not much of the present day story, most of it being set in the past with the Raiders, but the past story being what it was, I suppose it would have thrown off the pace to go back and forth like that, so I think they made the right call. And it was a very tense, well-paced episode because of that. I really liked it. I love the idea of Boba Fett having won over these Tusken Raiders last week, helping to train them to defend themselves. And he did train them. He trained them all. Not only the men, but the women and the children, too. Yeah, it really served to not only give us some great action sequences with the train, and those action sequences were pretty great, but it also added more depth to both Fett and the Raiders. In the past, I think the Tusken Raiders have always been kind of presented mostly as villains, but it's nice to see more depth to them. They're not just all evil, they're actually a people with, good and bad, just like everybody else. The only thing I will say is I thought the end was a bit over the top with the lizard and the ceremony and all. I guess making Fett into one of them, essentially. That whole thing seemed a bit odd. I don't know. And also, I think I was hoping maybe he would move on so we could have a bit more variety in the story, but looks like we might be with the Raiders for a while. But, if it's as good as this episode, the whole thing, then that's not a bad thing. Now to move on to the present story, for lack of a better term. Things are really heating up for our heroes with the twins claiming the throne. I love that. I thought that was cool to see Hutts in this series. So my question is, did the mayor send the assassins on order of the twins? Is that what's being implied here, or is that separate? I don't know, but either way, that story is also intriguing. I'm hoping that maybe since we spent so much time in the past for this episode, we might linger more here for the next. Again, just to get some variety and so it's not left hanging for several weeks. Oh, and I just want to say, I suppose this is a very Star Wars thing to do, but I like the fact that the mayor was very alien and not just another humanoid with appendages coming out of its head. That's kind of what I was expecting, but I think it's better for the world building this way, and like I say, very Star Wars. But yeah, so overall, a very good episode. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. What did you guys think? Did you enjoy the ep? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll be back tomorrow with my weekly Doctor Who video. See you next time. Bye!